So she's done it. We got another outside video. Yeah, I just thought it was a wicked nice day, and I don't know, I thought it'd be cool to do another outside video. I make it covered in ants in this video, so you might see that, but they're cute. They're hanging out by the tree. There's like a bunch of moths and ants, and I don't know, I like them. But anyway, so this is, not a long-waited video, but one I've been working on. This is my middle of the year, year end list, or best albums of the year so far. I know this is a little late, it's a little beyond happy year, but I'm just wicked busy with work and, doing other stuff, and I'm gonna admit that I've had a little bit of a hard time with new music this year. Oh, there's a little spider on my screen. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, I've just been really burnt out on looking up new music a little bit. It's probably just the stuff I'm looking up or whatever, all the research I do. But I have heard quite a bit of really, really good albums. And this year's been really good for compilations in general. Lots of really, really excellent compilations. And some of them are going to be in this video. But yeah, so like I said, these are going to be some of my favorite albums of the year so far. And I think a big thing for me to categorize as something like really good or I like is, how much I come back to it or how much I want to add it to like my, I don't know, repertoire or, albums I just want to put on my, MP3 player and listen to, or just want to pick up the record, or just want to enjoy over and over again. I like albums that make me feel good and help me fantasize and write and just, I don't know. So yeah, if it's memorable and I really enjoy it, then I come back to it. But enough rambling. Before we get into the list, I wanted to make a shout out of a video that everyone should check out. If you are a Ulver fan, the really, really awesome black metal bands that became a really awesome just whatever they want bands. Everyone knows Ulver. You should check out a channel called The Dark Path because he recently released a video where he just talks about Ulver. If you want someone who's no BS, just straightforward, just awesome, highly opinionated, but knows how to describe music and feels really passionate for it, you should watch this video. I'll link it below of The Dark Path, just talking about Ulver and how amazing they are, and maybe where you should start with Ulver, what makes them special to him, which I like, and anecdotal stuff from music is always really good and important, I feel. But yeah, I will like that and check that out. Also, if you watch this channel, you don't know Ulver, but you like stuff like, Coil or Dark Ambient, or kind of maybe want to get into a little bit of black metal, you should watch that and you should get into Ulver. Oh yeah, I guess one more shout out too, speaking of The Dark Path, if you know like the metal YouTube channel, Marty Worm, he actually apparently is the one who designed and made this shirt. This is from Hammerheart Brewery, amazing place. But yes, alright, so let's get into the list. None of these are in any particular order. Maybe the top 3 are in a certain order, but yeah. But like I said, there's a lot of good compilations. There's a lot of really good albums that came out too in support of just everything that's been going on in the world. I wanted to shout out like one of those albums. It's a really, really good I have some notes here. It's a really good compilation and it's just called Music in Support of Black Mental Health. This is a compilation that has artists like Italtech on it and Uzik. I never know how to pronounce his name. It's like an upside down H in Zeke, but it's good. Even like John Fushinati, he's on there. Just everyone made really excellent tracks for this compilation, and I believe all the funds go to charity groups such as National Queer and Trans Therapists of Color Network, Nilari, I believe it's called, Nilaari, and Black Thrive, which all help Black people, Asian people, minorities with therapy and getting the help that they need, which is great. So I'll link that compilation down below if you want to support that. It's a great comp anyway, you should check it out. But yeah, so I will get into the list. So We will start with, I think I have about 7 albums. But yeah, so the first album I want to talk about is actually a split. We'll start off with Noise, straight up, with Hexanoise and Broken Lust. So I know Hexanoise, I don't know like Broken Lust. Maybe this is the only split they've been on. I don't know a lot about them. But Hexanoise is from Russia. It's just a harsh noise project from Russia. A little bit of really kind of lo-fi metal-ish stuff as well, like grindcore stuff. Basically, if you like Sissy Spacek type stuff, I think you'll like Hexanoise. And this split in particular is wicked good. The Hexanoise side is just, yeah, straight up raw, great pounding noise that just fills you up and you really just feel good listening to it. I was impressed. A lot of noise doesn't sound that good quality, immaculate, make you feel good, but that one does. And the Broken Lust side is good too. Really heavy, lo-fi-ish, kind of rawish grindcore black metal, maybe. Pretty much more noise with a bit more guitar work, I think. But yeah, this one's good. I really recommend it. So yeah, the split, Hexanoise and Broken Lust. That's my cover for my, this is not Dunkin', this is my small owner cafe coffee, but these are good for, it's wicked hot out, so it's good to keep it cold. Alright, yes, I got my notes because I don't remember every label off the top of my head. But yes, next I will talk about a female power, I don't know if I'd call her power electronics artist. She's a female heavy techno artist. She makes some really heavy, dark, industrial inspired techno, and that is Estelle with Maintain the Oppression. So this album is just really good. This was put out on a label called Vent, V-E-N-T, and I don't know what country Vent is from, but they've put out some good stuff. I think this is the only release they've put out this year, but Estelle, just like I said, makes just really excellent, awesome, heavy techno. The kind of stuff you'd find on Lies. The first track, Fuck the Noise, just really gets into it with her voice going, fuck the rest, and I don't know, it just incorporates into a really heavy techno beat that's really fun and really great. Every track is really good. It's fun listening to, driving, really loud, you feel it, you feel her emotion. The sampling of her voice in every track is just really done well, which I really enjoy. She has a really nice voice to go with this just heavy techno stuff going on. If I had to pick a favorite track, I think Never Again. It's kind of hard. It's just one of those good, I guess it's technically not an album, it's like an EP, but it's just one of those good, fun, heavy, hard-hitting techno EPs that you just put on to make your brain melt. So yeah, that's Estelle with Maintain the Oppression. Alright, the next album I want to talk about is another techno album. This is made by a Chinese techno artist, and she's amazing. I follow her on Twitter. She's very outspoken, very opinionated, very smart, very talented. Her name is Seal, and this is Trojan Horse by Seal. So she said she made this album based on just the anxiety of postmodern existence, and you definitely can feel that in the music, and the whole album is just rife with all kinds of samples and just all kinds of sampling of very interesting instruments. You definitely hear, her love of her culture in China and just incorporating all kinds of stuff. It's very pretty. It sounds very spacious, but I don't know I'm not very good at describing music. Everything sounds very just big and spacious, but very coherent, well put together. Like I said, very pretty, very awesome to listen to. It just feels good. It flows well. You really feel a lot of just I don't know, like genuine heart and emotion put into this techno that she has made. You really feel like the anxiety that she's trying to get across of what it's just like to be in right now with everything that's going on. She definitely gets that emotion across, and I think this is definitely a great album to check out if you like electronic music, if you like techno. I really love the track Hope Breaks. It's just emotional, good, it hits hard, but yeah. So or Seal, Trojan Horse. All right. Now we're gonna get into. I was gonna say top three, but I missed one. Let's talk about some more kind of noise, maybe industrial. Let's talk about the band Salo Salon with Cult du Moi. So Salo Salon is an artist I just discovered. It's kind of your typical, it's German death industrial, but this album in particular kind of reminds me of something like La Nomenclature. It sounds almost very French industrial, and by that I mean it's got a lot of musique concrète in it, lots of samples. It borderlines between like heavy death industrial and dark ambient. So you get tracks that are just kind of just, I don't know, very crazy dark synths that are just throbbing and like really nice, almost pretty dark ambient. Very creepy dark ambient that slowly turns back into really heavy, sample-heavy death industrial. But that's what you get a lot with Salo Salon in this album, Cult du Moi. Yeah, it's all just really good. It sounds really good as one coherent album. I really enjoyed the samples in it. I just like the story it's getting across, and it just sounds really good. It's got a lot of pulsating synths, a lot of just raw sounds. It's good. It is good industrial. It's good to still be able to find some good, more modern industrial that isn't. When I listen to like a lot of modern industrial or heavy stuff, it usually comes in the form of techno or acid house or other heavy electronic stuff, or just straight up noise or power electronics. But it's good to still see some kind of, I don't know, old schoolish type death industrial. But yeah, that's this album. So I really like the track All Things Are Nothing to Me. It's very emotional and noisy and loud. So yes, Salo Salon with Cult du Moi. Alright, now we can get into my top three, which we got some good stuff here. So, at number three, this is an album that came out on a label called Voluminous Arts, which is based in New York. And this is a label that is made by the woman from LCD Sound System, Galvian Rusum. I hope I'm saying that right. Galvian Lusum. I apologize. I'm so bad at pronunciation. I'm sorry. But yeah, so her label, Voluminous Arts, has a lot of really interesting stuff on it so far. I can't wait to see more. Very just super unique electronic music is pretty much the best way to describe it. But this album I want to talk about in my number three is a compilation, or maybe it's not a compilation. I thought it was. Maybe it's just the album of junk this one artist did. But it is Volume 4 Disco by Black Meteoric Star. So yeah, I think there's one comment on the Bandcamp for this album that pretty much describes it really well that I wanted to share. It says, "A whole damn album for true freaks who hump and party." All in caps, by the way. Yeah, I agree. The album just opens up with a crazy track. I really love this like really lo-fi electro track called Muscle Machine, and then it just jumps right into these really like long but really engaging, it's super fun tracks that are just all lo-fi electro. Definitely, if you're in the mood for that type of stuff, I would check this album out. It has a ton of tracks, and they are all wicked good. They're all wicked fun. I don't know. It's an experience. It's very, very enjoyable to just put this album on and listen to it. I actually had this as, I thought this was going to be maybe my album of the year, at least so far, but I found some other really great stuff too. But this is definitely worth your time to check out. It's awesome, it's great, and I'm glad I picked up the vinyl for it. I'll support it.
You don't know where I've been. I'm stepping out with my muscle machine.
If you're wondering why I keep my leg, it's falling asleep. No. Oh, there's an ant. Put that ant down. Okay. At number 2, this is from a very, very underrated label that everybody should check out. A label from Russia called Get Busy. This is a compilation. This compilation is called King by various artists. So this compilation, I think most people that are on the label Get Busy, which again is a label from Kazan, Russia. Hope I'm saying that right. And yeah, this is just fun, you know, techno, breakbeat, kind of jungle-ish stuff, just really fun, almost old schoolish sounding, like stuff you would from the 90s. It's kind of crazy that this sound is coming right from Russia. But it's great, it's fun. This is one you can put on, have fun, and just, I don't know, really enjoy some great techno. Every track is great. I really like the track, I think it's called something, The Commercial, where everybody's happy and dancing, but all of it's great. The opening track is fantastic, it's so good, but the rest of the album definitely has the same quality as that opening track, and that's exciting to me. But yeah, check out the label Get Busy, check out this compilation. This is the compilation King, K-A-N-G, by, you know, various artists, so there you go. Alright, so for my best album of the year so far, I suppose I could put it. It can kind of go either way at these top 3, but I've been really enjoying this one a lot since the very first night I found it. So this is another compilation, and it's called Erotic New Beat, by Various. So this is from a label called Mental Groove, which is in Switzerland, and I guess the story goes that they supposedly found this VHS tape, which was from 1989, which when the new beat era was really going strong, and it was this pornographic tape, but the soundtrack was just total like new beat worship stuff. And you can see the video on the Bandcamp, they link it, and I guess they reissued that soundtrack that was on that tape for this record. I couldn't quite tell in the description if like all this was just like a fun kind of like it was fake and they just wanted to put out this record to give it like a cool backstory, or if it was real. I'm not sure. Maybe I just don't have the mental capacity to understand what they were describing in the description, but that's pretty much it. Regardless, the album is really good. Every track is just super fun. Yeah, it's total like new beat worship, fun techno, electro with all kinds of interesting sounds and samples and voiceovers. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. As soon as you pop in the track or pop in the album, the first track, like Jump is great, Words. One of my favorite tracks, Dumbo Bee. It has like a sample of an elephant sound, a guy just saying Dumbo Bee over it. It's really silly and fun. I quite enjoy it. And yeah. some of these electronic albums because they really are just something you need to listen to and experience. And trust me that they're good, okay? You will have fun. You will enjoy it, okay? I guarantee it. So yeah, that's what I've been enjoying so far this year. I'm sure my list will change throughout the year as I discover more and more stuff. I mean, so I like to find stuff kind of organically a little bit. I mean, I could just go to Bandcamp and look up like techno industrial and just scroll through all the new stuff. And I guess sometimes I do. Sometimes I just stare into the stream of conscious of people buying stuff in real time Bandcamp, and I'm like, I like that cover, so I check it out and click on it. But yeah, so thank you for watching. That's the list, and I hope you enjoy it, and I'll leave links down below and the track list and all that good stuff. But yeah, thanks again, everyone. Stay safe out there and stay strong, and just thank everyone so much for watching and being with me this long. Alright, take care.